right now it's Sleaze with Fram.
Well, Barnes, not without controversy.
What?
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's get into a couple of things that happened. As you remember, earlier this year, the timing, of course, couldn't have been worse because the co-founder, Jann Wenner, from Rolling Stone, showed his ass by stating he felt females and black musicians were never articulate enough compared to their white peers.
What?
Of course, he got ousted. Yeah, you didn't know it was a big story.
Who is Jann Wenner, though? Was he a musician?
Jann Wenner is the founder of Rolling Stone.
Okay, got it.
And the co-founder, of course, of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He was ousted from the board because of those statements. People were shocked and saddened, actually. So the other night, when they had the ceremony, Bernie Taupin, as you know, was honored. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Musical Excellence Award. He was the sole inductee to condemn Jann Wenner, weaving together a three-part diss from the podium. He said, "Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, are you listening? I acknowledge all these people because they and so many others are why I write. I guess you could say my being inducted is a paradox, perhaps. But either way, I'm honored to be in the class of 2023 alongside a group of such profoundly articulate women and outstanding articulate black artists, along with all the other musical masters here tonight."
Man.
Only person to address that.
Why would you take a shot like that and say something
People
publicly?
have no idea after all these years you have killed your legacy, basically.
You've done so many big things and good things, and then you come with that. How old is Jann Wenner?
Yeah, I mean, look.
Is he losing his mind? I'm being serious. Is it some sort of dementia?
I don't think
thing?
so. I don't think so.
Or
but,
just ignorance?
He's 77.
Well, I mean, maybe he's getting senile sooner. I don't know. That's sad.
And then, I don't know if you heard this, but a divided Rage Against the Machine. He was nominated, Tom Morello, but guess who didn't show up? The other three Rage members, Zach De La Rocha, Tim Comerford, and Brad Wilk.
Yeah, why?
No shows.
Because it wasn't just him, Zach. It was the band that was nominated.
It was the band. They did not show up.
Wow.
So, Tom Morello was there. Quote, "Like most bands, we have differing perspectives on a lot of things, including being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My perspective is that tonight is a great opportunity to celebrate the music and the mission of the band and to celebrate the fifth member of the band, which is Rage Against the Machine's incredible fans." And then he went on to finish his speech.
That's weird. It doesn't surprise me, but good for him for showing up.
Absolutely. Wow, after 35 seasons, there's a change. Homer Simpson will no longer strangle Bart. In a recent episode, he explained why, as a new neighbor welcomed him with a heavy handshake.
This is hard-hitting news.
Whoa, that's quite a grip.
See, Marge? Strangling the boy has paid off. Just kidding. I don't do that anymore. Times have changed.
They've been so non-PC for so long.
I mean, why now?
I know.
Earlier this year, Arnold Schwarzenegger was involved in a crash with a bicyclist. I didn't know about this. Joanne Flickinger is suing him now, slamming his driving skills. She claims Arnold drove, quote, with excessive speed and failed to keep a proper lookout. He's disputing that.
I've seen some footage. Yesterday I saw footage of him, I guess, on TMZ or something. He has a bodyguard that, I'm not kidding, is 10 feet tall. He looks like he's on stilts. He's that big. And he's big.
I don't know if she was injured, or I just know that she's suing him.
Well, if she got hit, I would think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll see where that goes. I had to dive deep a little bit more into this next story. Al Pacino reaching child support agreement with Noor Afala for their infant son. Did you see this story?
I did, and I don't understand the story.
Well, they reached a custody and child support agreement. She had his baby. They will now share joint custody of 4-month-old Roman Afala. Again, they will consult with one another on all major decisions. He has agreed to pay her $30,000 a month in child support. He's 83 now. Remember, he has to give her 6% of his annual gross income. in excess of 2.5 million, capped at 4 or up to 90,000.
What I don't understand is apparently they're still dating.
They are still dating. She was seen, she was seen recently having dinner at Nobu. They're still dating, so I don't understand this. I guess.
What is that?
I guess.
Okay.
Yes.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I'll keep track of this, okay? Way to go, Al Pacino.
I guess. Way to go. I mean, now you're paying
So
how
what
many
happens
millions
if they get married?
for the booty?
$30,000 a month. Michael J. Fox has broken several bones in the past several years. I was reading this article.
Sad.
You know, he almost lost his hand due to an infection.
Yeah.
But he's so unbelievably positive. He said, quote, "Certainly, if I were to pass away tomorrow, it would be premature, but it wouldn't be unheard of. And so, no, I don't fear that." Unbelievable.
Very sad. His story, I'm glad he is still out there doing his thing. It's just such a sad story for so long.
Another story coming out about Russell Brand. Wow. Now being sued by a woman who says he sexually assaulted her on the set of the movie Arthur in 2010. Lawsuit was filed last week, Barnes. A woman referred to as Jane Doe. She said that he appeared intoxicated, smelled of alcohol, was carrying a bottle of vodka on the set, and apparently then he proceeded to expose himself to her, but in full view of the cast and the crew.
He exposed himself to her butt?
To her and the cast and crew.
Oh, got it.
So other people have got to be coming out about this if he exposed himself to the entire cast.
This guy is melting down before our eyes.
Unbelievable.
Honestly.
True Love, Amy Robach, and TJ Holmes. They finished the New York Marathon together. I don't know if you saw that over the weekend. But now, Barnes, they have a podcast from iHeart. Yeah.
Leslie
Are you going to
Fram.
listen to their podcast?
I can safely say that we are E-list when it comes to, if you know who we are. They
Yeah, we
are
are E-list.
F-list.
Well,
Who knows who they are and why is this such a big deal that they're starting a podcast that nobody asked for?
Amy and TJ premiering December 5th, wherever you get your podcasts.
I mean,
What are they going to talk about? Their love?
well, that they should if they want to get someone to listen to it. Their whole spin is they're doing an innovative pop culture podcast.
Well, that's not true. We did the pop culture show for 2 years.
Well, there's
so.
an innovative take on
Maybe.
pop culture. But I might recognize her, maybe, and I wouldn't probably know where to place her. But him, no idea.
Well, they were on ABC News for a long time, so I do recognize them.
I don't. Her, maybe. But my point is, they're acting like they're Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
I know.
You know what I mean?
They co-anchored Good Morning America, so I do believe a lot of people know who they are. I'm just not sure if people are interested in a podcast, but we'll see.
Talk about the slamming behind the scenes and how you got in trouble. I'll listen.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in.
Weren't you on Prison Break?
I was a recurring character.
Guess what? It's coming back.
Yeah, I saw for a third time.
Hulu in development of another revival. I don't blame them because Prison Break was huge. The series aired on Fox from 2005 to 2009. Fifth season on 2017. Is that the one you were on?
No, I was on season 2 in 2008. And my phone's clear. Got my phone clear. Let's go.
Well, I'm telling you, the new chapter set in the Prison Break universe, written and executive produced by Elgin James from Mayans MC.
Please, let's go. Agent Drucker needs to come back. Let's start a petition.
Second half of season 5 of Yellowstone, slated to premiere November of 2024, followed by the debut of the spinoff 2024. The prequel 1944 is on the way, of course, following 1883 and 1923. You got all that?
I have a question. Next year, when it comes back, is this still with Dude or not? Costner?
I don't think so. Didn't they say they were working with, what's my company, Matthew McConaughey?
Well, I didn't know if they were going to freeze lock, when you have the stew and you freeze lock it in the freezer and you hang tight for a rainy day. Maybe they had like 6 episodes they were going to save till next year.
I'm going to tell you this. I do not know how Taylor Sheridan does it, but I absolutely love all of his shows.
Confusing. That's a lot of stuff going on there. Prequels, nyquels, dayquels,
Yeah.
there's like all these different iterations.
Here's another one, The Jinx Part 2. Yeah, part 2 headed to HBO in 2024. At the end of 2015's The Jinx, The Life and Death of Robert Durst, Robert Durst uttered the words, "Killed them all, of course." Hours earlier, based on evidence uncovered by the filmmaker, he had been arrested in a hotel lobby in New Orleans. They continue their investigation for the next 8 years, uncovering hidden material. Durst's prison calls and interviews with people who had never before come forward. Isn't that crazy?
I have a confession. I did not see Jinx Part 1.
Well, you want me to give you a little history of the Morning X True Crime?
Sure. What is it?
Well, he was this real estate heir, remember? He got attention. He was a suspect in this unsolved 1982 disappearance of his first wife, Kathleen McCormick, then the 2000 murder of his longtime friend, Susan Berman, and then the 2001 killing of his neighbor, Morris Black. He didn't face significant further legal action, but I guess in the documentary, this is where it all happened. In 2015, The Jinx led to him being charged with Berman's murder. He was convicted in 2021, but he died in prison. But there is so much interest in his story. That's why they're bringing it back.
I need to go check out 1. That sounds good. I am starving for TV.
I think you'd like it. Season 2 of The Last of Us and the 3rd season of Euphoria and The White Lotus and Welcome to Derry likely won't premiere until 2025. Sorry.
Damn it.
Yeah, the writers and the actors strike killing us. But on the other hand, season 2 of Game of Thrones, the spin-off House of Dragon, which I watched, you didn't watch, with a British cast under the equity contracts, will debut in early 2024 in the summer.
Man, I don't know if I can go that long without White Lotus. I honestly think that's maybe my favorite show on television, besides Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is coming back when?
Oh, yeah. At long last, season 12 will premiere in February of 2024.
Yes.
How about that?
Come on.
I have a really bizarre story to tell you that I was reading up on. And either way, it could ruin someone's career, but it's out there. You know the actress Abigail Breslin?
Yes.
She alleged that Aaron Eckhart, who I love, was aggressive on the set of their new movie. The claim was made in a lawsuit against her.
What?
Yes. LA Times, Rolling Stone, the producers of this movie, called Classified, are suing her for $80,000 for jeopardizing the film's release.
For his aggression?
Well, supposed aggression.
I'm confused.
She is being sued by the producers. It's this espionage film, been filmed in Malta. And apparently she is saying the lawsuit alleges that her accusations cost them $80,000. And they're saying there's no merit to her lawsuit. No one had witnessed any aggression from Aaron Eckhart.
Dang.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted on that story.
Wasn't
I was
she?
like, whoa.
She was the little girl, right? In that Bruce Willis. Was it I See Dead People? Was that it?
Oh, hold on. No, I don't. Was that it?
What was Abigail Breslin was a little kid in something,
Wasn't
right?
she in Little Miss Sunshine or?
I know, but what was that her first thing?
Hold on, I'm looking.
That's gonna drive me nuts. Her first.
Yeah, Little Miss Sunshine.
Okay, not I See
Remember,
Dead,
she was
Dead
like
People.
10 years old or something.
Yeah, that's what I remember. A little girl.
Yeah.
All right.
Finally, Ryan Reynolds and Robert McElhenney. Finally, Ryan Reynolds. I can't even say this guy's name.
McElhaney.
Okay. Finally, this is actually not a funny story, but kind of a funny story. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. Do you realize they've lost $12 million from Wrexham? Yeah, apparently they were told that on the show, and Ryan Reynolds says, "I'm gonna throw up." But that's okay. Don't worry. They have now joined the football league, the English football league, and they'll make all that money back. Have you been watching that?
No, but losing $12 million on a sports franchise doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's got to be expensive to maintain.
Yeah, it has to be very expensive. But if you're not watching Welcome to Wrexham, that's in one of the episodes where they're being told, "Oh, guys, you just lost $12 million." That is your Celebrity Sleaze.